live. There we go. All right, so just doing a quick double header for games from March 29th. So Twins and A's first, Cubs Brewers to follow. Then I'm going to get done with this, head off to work for a few hours, and then be back again tonight for a few more games. We're probably going to try and fit 4 games because there's a quadruple header on March 30th.
Afternoon baseball here on the show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Minnesota Twins and the Oakland A's. It's A's baseball, and it comes your way next. Daniel Mengden will be on the mound for Game 4. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
This guy's Mr. Old School. He reminds me a little bit of Catfish Hunter. Kind of animated on the mound, has a little bit of a herky-jerky delivery, not overpowering, good fastball, 89 to 92, good mix of off-speed pitches. But I will say this, a strike thrower, and he's not afraid of the bat. He'll throw the ball over the plate.
In now, Luis Arias, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the first pitch today is taken for strike 1. And Dan Dero, these A's, as they begin play here this afternoon, it's official now. They will not go 162-0 as they were handed their first loss of the season last time out.
Hey, thanks, Matty. This is a big one here, Dero. They've won 2 of the first 3 of this series. This swing game here, you'd like to win 3 out of 4. I know you're at this point, but boy, a split certainly would not be good for this ball club right now.
Yeah, Dan, to win the first 2 games, all right, you can live with dropping the 3rd game of the set, but you don't want to end this 2-2. You work too hard early to not win this series.
2-1 now to the Twins leadoff man. And a little off to begin the afternoon as it's to 3-1 now.
He's only 4 pitches in, but he doesn't look too sharp to start the day off.
The 3-1. This one's flared toward left center. Left fielder coming in. He's not going to get to it, so the leadoff guy's aboard with a base hit.
I know we're just one batter into this game, but this pitcher's going to have to be aggressive in the strike zone. He cannot consistently fall behind and give these guys 1-0, 2-0, 3-1, or he's going to have a long day.
To the plate now, Jorge Polanco. Just gets a piece of it, strike 1. Arias gets his lead at first, nobody out. Good pitch there, called a strike on the inside corner. Polanco is a player referred to as clutch by teammates, coaches, and of course the media. He seems to find himself in pressure situations often, and it's hard to find many instances where those moments have gotten the best of him. It just appears he really relishes the big spot. The 1-2 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3.
Just tied him up with that last pitch. Pretty evident by the swing. Sometimes guys get in that protect mode so much that they're swinging at everything that they see, and they end up offering it pitches that they can't possibly do anything with.
Here's Nelson Cruz now as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Counts even at 1-1 to Nelson Cruz. One and one, here it comes. And set up behind the dish is Gary Simmons, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Dero, this Gary Simmons, he's the kind of umpire that pitchers really like to throw to.
Yeah, I'm okay with it though, Dan. You want to go east-west, I'll make the adjustment. It's the north-south that'll kill you.
The 2-1 home. A bouncer up the middle. Taken in by Simeon. To second for one. Relay to Olsen. They turn the double play, and that retires the side. One hit in the inning, but that gets erased. And now the A's offense gets its first shot here. No score. Rich Hill, a left-hander from Massachusetts, will be doing the starting pitching here. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, every team needs a pitcher like this one here. His numbers aren't going to blow you away. Career ERA just under 4. But one thing he does, he takes the ball every 5 days, throws strikes, and gives his team a chance to win every single time he goes out there. He'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
And that'll bring in Ramon Laureano. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. The pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. Fellas, these Twins, as they take the field this afternoon, they come into this one in good spirits, fresh off their first victory of the new campaign last time out.
Hey, Matty V, you know, if there's such a good thing as splitting a series, Dero, this is the one. They lose the first 2 games of this series, win game 3. They'd like nothing more than to split this series and win game 4.
Yeah, Bobby Cox always used to say, you got to take care and beat the teams you're supposed to beat and then play 500 against the really good teams. They have a chance to do that exactly today. Drop the first 2, but if they can win today, they split this series and move on.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Well, he kind of got caught chasing the first 2 pitches out of the strike zone. But I think he's caught on to their game a little bit right now. 2 tough pitches that he took with 2 strikes. And now the count is 2-2.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. The 2-2 one more time. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
So that'll bring up Stephen Piscotty. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Piscotty, an imposing right-handed figure at 6'4" tall. This is his 6th season for him in the big leagues. The 1-0.
Hey.
He dropped that curveball in for a strike right there, but don't kid yourself, that's a dangerous pitch. He needs to start thinking about maybe working that back door, or that could get some serious damage done to it.
2-2 the count. Looking for back-to-back Ks to start the game.
You got a 4 count.
Hit down the third baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. And he missed with that one. It's ball 4. A 1-out walk here in the home first.
Batting third, the shortstop, Marcus.
Next up for the A's, Marcus Semien. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. He's ready. Now the pitch. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. And this is a fastball that's right on the black, but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now.
He's having a really hard time finding his rhythm and finding the strike zone. It's going to allow this offense to keyhole him in big situations. He's got to figure it out pretty quick.
The 2-0 on the way. To 2-2 now.
Now you could tell right there that curveball had some serious depth to it. That's what separates the good ones from the bad ones. That nasty spin rate, get that downward action. You even get a star player like this swinging at something in the dirt.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with one out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball four anyways.
And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
And that'll bring up Matt Olson as he will swing and miss on a fastball on the outer half. It's strike one. Comes set and the 0-1.
Ball that's outside.
Great curveball there. Really fooled him with that one. Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball two. Here now the 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. On to the second now from the Coliseum. Still scoreless. Up next for Minnesota, Miguel Sano. His career numbers in this matchup, he's 1 for 4. Here's the first pitch to him.
Yep, that ball went out.
Not close. It's 2-0.
If you've been paying attention, the guy on the mound does not want to come inside. If I'm at the plate, I'm leaning out over.
Back to 2-1. Here it comes. Right on the corner. 2-2. Hit hard down the line, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Twins DH. Josh Donaldson waits on deck. Hard hit to first. Oh, he makes the stop. He gathers the throw in time. And that's a huge play to keep the leadoff man off base.
A really nice play by the first baseman right there. 2 parts of this play. Does a great job of knocking it down with a dive and then a good feed and a flip to the pitcher, just like you work on it in spring training. PFP, pitcher's fielding practice.
Now at the plate, Josh Donaldson. First delivery to him on the way. Strike one to start the at bat. The windup and the 0-1. Takes this the other way to right. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
I mean, that fires me up right there. Opposite field knock, and in today's game, where every manager is employing hundreds of shifts, to watch this batter go the other way was special.
Standing in now, Mitch Garver. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball one.
Ball one, no strike.
No score here as we play inning number 2. Fouled off. Now the 1-1 pitch. Hit out towards second. Step on the bag for one. On to first, and that's 2 innings and 2 double plays they've hit into so far as the inning is over. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. On now to the bottom of the second, and we are tied 0-0. Here's Chris Davis now, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second.
Hitter, Chris Davis.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. And here's a fastball not close as he runs it to 2-1 now. And he fouls this one off. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Again, he sends it out of play. The 2-2 one more time.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
3 balls and 2 strikes, a full count to the A's DH.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
Now the payoff pitch home. And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
We knew coming into this game that this guy has a tendency to give up a lot of free passes, and history repeats itself as he's already given up 2 walks here. I'll tell you, effectively wild is a pretty tough thing to be.
And that'll bring in Matt Chapman. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest. Here comes the first pitch. Close there, but he doesn't get the call with the breaking ball.
Well, that backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's a very effective pitch. If you can hit the outside corner of that pitch, it's unhittable.
There's a curveball, but it misses well out of the zone. Nobody out, runner on first.
Hey.
2 balls and a strike. And solid contact there as this ball is belted high in the air out to left. Rosario is going to get back, and he'll put this one away on the warning track for the first out.
Batting 7, the left fielder, Jack
Pinder.
Into the box now, Chad Pinder, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. He's set, and the pitch.
Nope. Count 1-0.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Bottom of the second here with no score. Inside and low, 2-1. Two and two now. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
That was aggressive pitching in that at bat, and I like seeing that. He showed all hard stuff until the 5th and final pitch for the strikeout. When you work off your hard stuff, it really opens up your secondary pitches to be more deceptive.
Stepping in now, Sheldon Noisy, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Here comes the 1-0.
2 balls, no strike.
Non-competitive pitch right there, runs the count to 2-0, and he is ready to do some damage in the box.
From the stretch. Popped up. And he gets there as he had a lot of ground to cover that time, and the side is retired. The A's strand 1. Will move to the 3rd with no score. The next twin up, Eddie Rosario, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one.
Eddie.
First pitch on its way. And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side.
Look at him fight to stay inside that baseball and push it in a 5.5 hole. That's the Tony Gwynn spot.
Kepler.
Max Kepler the next to grab a bat. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. Has a look, now the pitch. There he goes. Pitch swung on and missed. The throw. It bounces, but he's out. Nice play there to pick the throw and put the tag on quickly. Now the 1-1 pitch. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. And now Kepler belts one, carrying well out to right field. Piscotty looks up, and this one is gone. A home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Second home run early in the year as the Twins take a 1-0 lead.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday, so you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there. We'll see if he learns from that mistake.
So that'll bring in Byron Buxton.
The center fielder, number 25. Byron.
As the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. Looking at his career totals, Buxton is slugging just a little over 400. Not a huge threat, but he can certainly square one up on occasion. And it's fouled away. Bases are empty, one man out. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. The 1-2. Hit in the air to left field. Left fielder giving chase. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Second baseman.
Digging in for his second at bat, Luis Arias. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Now the pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Line to the right side. Piscotty will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. But the Twins fire the opening salvo as they're on the board courtesy of this solo home run. Bottom of the third coming up. It's now 1-0 Minnesota. At the plate, Austin Allen. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest.
The catcher, Austin.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
At the ball. Ball 1, no strike.
Now the 1-0. Hit on the ground to short. Reined in. And a good throw gets him one gone.
Now batting.
One gone for the A's here in the third. And digging in now, Ramon Laureano. First offering on its way.
1-0.
The 1-0 home. A's still looking for that elusive first hit of the ball game. It's 2-1 to the A's leadoff batter. This is in the air out to right. Right fielder giving chase. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Now batting. Right fielder.
Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. He's 2 for 10 in the series coming into today. Here comes the first pitch. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Up around the letters with that one for ball 2.
2-0.
2 out, nobody on. Three and 0 now.
Now with the bases empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
Pitch on the way. Tight break with the slider there, catches the inside for a strike.
Now that's a really curious pitch selection. 3-0 and turned to the slider. You have to wonder if maybe he's lost the feel for his fastball.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. And this one misses high for ball 4, and they have themselves a 2-out base runner.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
Striding in for Oakland, Marcus Semien, 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch of the at-bat. Outside with the fastball. That's 1-0.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
Now the 1-0. Fouled away. The 1-1 home. Waves and misses for strike number 2. Breaking ball there is down. Good job of laying off. It's back to 2-2.
Good job to lay off that 1-2 breaking ball. Put himself right back in this at bat.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. One left for Oakland. They still trail 1-0. All set for the start of the 4th. Digging in to try it again, Jorge Polanco. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Polanco has a slugging percentage a little over .425, a respectable number. And that one cut a little too much. A ball and a strike. Hit hard down the right field line. But this one lands in the bullpen area. A foul ball. The 1-2. Grounded to the right. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first in time. One gone here in the 4th. Now at the plate, Nelson Cruz. First pitch on its way. One run, 4 hits, and no errors in the ball game for Minnesota. Right side, hit hard. He's got it. And he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
Up next to the plate.
Striding forward now is the DH, Miguel Sano. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and it's a foul ball.
Man, he wants that swing back. He'll be thinking about that all night. He crushed that ball. He just needs to stay back a little longer.
Too high.
And that's going to be high. 2-2 now. 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors in the ball game for Minnesota. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone. Josh Donaldson would be next if they can keep this inning alive. The pitch. High in the air out to center field. Laureano is underneath this one. as he tucks this one away to retire the side. Twins are set down 1-2-3, but they're on top 1-0. Standing in, Matt Olson looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat.
Matt Olson.
Here's the pitch.
Quite an interesting outing up to this point as we head into the middle innings. He's pitching quite well, but you look at his first pitch strike percentage, less than 40%. That's going to be something he's going to need to clean up moving forward.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
Ball 1.
High fastball right there with a 2-strike count. You know what that might be doing? Setting up the next pitch. Could be that hard slider down and away. Something breaking down and away off the plate.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
I love these grinder at bats right here. Kind of a la Wade Boggs in the early 80s, where he would just foul off strikes that he didn't want to hit and wait for that pitch he was certainly sitting on and drive it off the monster.
Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. And there's one down now. Now the A's designated hitter, Chris Davis. He drew a base on balls his first time up. Here's the pitch. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
Well, he kind of tipped his hand right there. His approach is obviously sitting on the off speed because he was so late on that first pitch heater.
A ball and a strike now. The 1-1. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Under it is Cruz now for out number 2. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And up next, the power hitting third baseman Matt Chapman. First pitch coming. Here it is. A ball and no strikes. Ball 2 as the breaking ball misses inside. Laid off, but a called strike as that caught the outside.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in and then get right back outside. Nice pitch.
Fouled off. The 2-2. Misses inside off the plate.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1-2-3 go the A's. It remains 1-0. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. Striding in once again, Josh Donaldson.
Josh Donaldson.
First offering on its way. High in the air and deep to left center field. Left fielder looking up, still going back. Gone to lead off the inning. It's a solo shot off the bat of Josh Donaldson. Second home run early in the year as the Twins have taken a 2-0 lead.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in the game.
The catcher, number 8.
At the plate now, Mitch Garver. As he'll take a look at ball one. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitcher on the defensive, not being very aggressive right now.
Swing and a line drive. But he just missed his extra bases. Now the 2-1 pitch. Popped him up. Allen moving to his left. One away.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Eddie Rosario. A base hit in his first trip. Now the pitch. Swung on but fouled off to the left. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2.
Man, that's one of those. How could you not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. The 1-2.
Ball, that's out.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. And he is in at second base with a one-out double.
That was a great job of driving that ball. Extending his arms very well. Was able to get it over the right fielder's head. One hopping it off the wall for an easy double. That's one of those solid hits that you don't even feel coming off the bat.
Into the box, Max Kepler. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. He homered back in the third inning in this one. Now the 1-0. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Laureano is there, 2 gone. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. So 2 are gone in the Twins' half of the 5th. And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder Byron Buxton. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. And he fouls this one off. Again, another foul ball. Again, a 1-2. Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Three balls and 2 strikes to the Twins center fielder.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
The 3-2 pitch. And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Gone! It's a 2-run homer for Byron Buxton. First home run of the campaign for him, as the Twins are looking good here, up 4-0.
Oh, and that was really close to a long out. The left fielder had a beat on it, and he gave it a great effort, but he couldn't quite bring it back. Instead, it's a trip around the bases.
So now to the plate, Luis Arias.
Luis Arias.
As the first pitch here is a bit high, it's ball 1. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Ball 2 now.
Maybe a bit of an overthrow there, guys. May have let that front side open up a little early to try to hump up on a fastball and sailed on it.
3 runs already home here. Outside, 3-0 now. Now here's the pitch. Liner towards second, and that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
Chalk up another multi-hit game for this guy. He is absolutely on fire. He's been on a nice hot streak as of late, and I don't see it ending anytime soon.
Here comes Bob Melvin now out of the Oakland dugout, and he's going to motion for the bullpen, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll depart here in the 5th after working just 4 2/3, and he's on the hook for the L unless this one turns around. Mike Fiers will come on in relief as he'll make his second appearance of the season so far.
Mike Fiers.
At the plate, Jorge Polanco. Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short. Simeon has got it, and the side is retired. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. Home half of the 5th coming up. Minnesota leads this one 4-0. Back at the Oakland Coliseum, and before we go much further, let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, I talked to manager Bob Melvin during the break about his thoughts on the A's hitters to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've already worked out 3 walks, so he feels as though that kind of willingness to let the opposition work themselves into trouble will continue to result in good things for them on the scoreboard.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Digging in, Chad Pinder. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
Breaking ball stays high and misses for a ball.
That hook stayed up in the zone. You can see he struggled with that curveball early. He's trying to find that release point with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to see if he can find the feel for that thing moving forward.
2-0 the count to the A's left fielder.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
And it's fouled away. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch.
Down to 3-1.
Great AB up until this point. A walk right here could really just infuse some confidence into this lineup.
The 3-1 is swung on and missed. A full count now.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
And he popped him up. Arias waits on it, makes the play, one away. Settling in now, Sheldon Noise. 0 for 1 after a pop out in foul territory his first time through.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
And this is low, ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. Hit back up the middle. Reined in. In time to first, and there are 2 away. Digging in now, Austin Allen. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Well outside with the curveball for a ball. That's out to left. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 7 in a row he's set down now as the side is retired. A's are gone in order. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and that'll bring up the big stick of Nelson Cruz. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Pulled the fastball down a little too much there. That's ball 1. And 2-0 as this one's taken low. Looks like a right-hander's gotten up to throw now in the Oakland pen. Now the 2-0 home.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
Now a curveball here, nowhere close. That's in the dirt. It's 3-1.
Hey, after those 2 breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
Here comes the 3-1 pitch.
Hey. 3-2.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Now batting.
Here's Miguel Sano. It was a fly out for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
Bases are empty, one man out. 2 balls and no strikes to Miguel Sano. Big cut at the 2-0 slider, but he comes up empty, 2-1. The pitch.
The count is 3-1.
Josh Donaldson waits on deck. The 3-1. Inside, he misses, ball 4.
Man, the pitcher's wondering how he didn't get that call. Busted him inside on a 3-1 count, and the ump thought it was just a tad off the plate. Tough to get the benefit of the doubt from the umpire when you fall behind in a count like that, though.
Josh Donaldson digging in now. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call.
Well, this is a spot you'd like to be in. 2-0, good hitter. He's going to turn it loose right here.
Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, his second of the game. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Well, as a team, they've gone yard 4 times, and this guy's accounted for half of them. Memo to all pitchers the rest of the game: if this guy comes to the plate, you might want to pitch around him.
Into the box now, Mitch Garver. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Now the 1-0 is a fastball that misses.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
2 balls and a strike.
Nasty 2-0 slider right there for a strike. No shame in tipping your hat.
Still only 1 out in the inning. To 2-2 now.
2-2.
Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Ready with another 2-2. Fouled away. The 2-2 one more time.
3-2.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome, you go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
So striding in, Eddie Rosario. He came across to score after doubling in his last at-bat.
Yeah, give me a repeat performance of that last double. With a man on first right now, let him run and get you a ribby.
Now a ball lined to the left side. Foul. Ready with the 0-1. And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball. 1-1.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
And here's a slider for a called strike, and he's behind 1-2 now.
Yep, 1-2.
Runners on first with one down. Yanked high and deep down the line in right. And it's a foul ball. The 1-2. Here's a pop-up now. And no one will get this one. Now another 1-2.
I can't blame him one bit out on the mound. I'm shocked he didn't pick up the rosin bag and see if he could get a foul ball on that one. He had to see if he would swing way outside the zone.
The 2-2. In the dirt, and now let's see. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, he's just lost complete control of the baseball in this inning. 2 walks and now a wild pitch. You know he's talking to himself in his head, and I can't imagine he's saying any real nice things either.
On pitch number 10 is the one that finally does it as he strikes out after a long battle here.
Now batting.
Stepping up to the plate, Max Kepler. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A 1 pitch on its way.
Ball.
Takes a pitch high and away for ball 1.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
A 2-ball 1-strike count to the Twins first baseman. Two and two.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. But 2-run score for the Twins, both coming on this 2-run home run. On to the bottom of the 6th. It's the Twins 6 and the A's nothing. So the Oakland lineup turns over, and to the plate, Ramon Laureano. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Number 22.
First pitch of the at-bat.
1-0.
The 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Here's the pitch. Now a strike called in the upper part of the zone.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
And oh, that should have been ball 4 there, but it's a called strike, and that runs things full at 3-2. Hit the other way out toward right field. There to take it is Cruz, and that's the first out. Now to the plate, Stephen Piscotty. It was a walk in his last trip. Here's the pitch. And here's another fly ball. This one's heading out to center field. And there's the first hit of the game for the A's.
The batter, number 10, shortstop, Marcus.
Stepping up now, Marcus Semien. No hits to this point. From the belt, the pitch. Swing and a ball hit out toward right center. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. Piscotty ignores his coach. He's chugging for home. Safe at the plate. And they're on the board. It's 6-1.
That's just some great base running from the guy at first. The ball had plenty of air under it, but he got a good read, recognizing it wasn't going to be caught, and he hustled all the way around home. That's something that shouldn't go unrecognized in that play.
Now here comes the Twins manager on his way to the mound, and that's going to be all for our starter, Rich Hill. He'll wind up lasting just 1 out into the 6th inning, but he'll leave with the lead and was effective in this one. Homer Bailey will come on out of the bullpen as he'll be appearing in his 3rd game this season.
15, Homer Bailey.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. One and one the count. Runner at second here with 1 man out. And the splitter's in there as he gets ahead here 1-2. That misses, and we're even at 2-2. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Bailey pauses. First pitch on its way.
At the ball.
Here's a slider to start things out. Looked at for ball 1. The 1-0 is swung on and missed. Strike 1. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. The 1-1.
That's ball 2.
Didn't miss by much there, but it's just a bit high.
Down to 3-1.
2 out here and a runner at second. And that misses as Davis will reach. It's ball 4. So that's the second walk he's worked in this one.
Yeah, and that seems to be a popular approach when this guy steps in. He can really hurt you with one swing, so I think the idea is mostly not to let this one guy beat you, Matt.
Now batting, Matt Chapman. First delivery to him on the way. Just couldn't pull that one back in time. It's 0-2 now. 2 down, runners at first and second. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. But the A's get a run on this RBI double. The 9 1-2 hitters due up to start the 7th. It's the Twins 6 and the A's 1. Welcome back. Here's Heidi Watney with the report as we get set for the top of the 7th. Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Twins to discuss his thoughts on Minnesota's lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said they're doing an excellent job with pitch selection, meaning they're swinging at the right pitches and doing damage with them. The numbers back that up. 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet, guys.
Thank you, Heidi. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Byron Buxton, and he's coming off a 2-run homer his last time around.
And that last at bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
2-0.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch. But if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
2-0 pitch on the way. 3-0 now.
You could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order looming.
3-0 pitch. He's taken strike 1. 4 pitches, all takes. He's showing a lot of patience here.
And I like that from a guy like him, Matty. He can do a lot of damage on a base pass with his legs, so there's no reason for him to get overly aggressive if he's not getting anything to handle.
Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Laureano is right there, 1 down. And now back to the leadoff spot in the Twins lineup. Stepping in, Luis Arias. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. And this one runs up high, ball 1. Hit down the line at first. Scooped up, and he'll step on first himself for the out. Ready once again, Jorge Polanco. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. Chapman in foul ground, but this will land untouched. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to Olsen will take care of him at first, and that ends the inning. Down go the Twins in order. They lead it 6-1. So digging in now, Chad Pinder. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
Here comes the 0-1. Turned on down the line. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard. And he will get there as the A's have themselves a leadoff double.
He went with the slider, but the hitter wasn't fooled for a second. Gets the barrel of the bat through the zone and rips it down the line for a leadoff double.
Standing in now, Sheldon Noisy, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 0 for 2 for him to this point. And it's quickly 0-2. A runner at second, nobody out. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
To the plate now, Austin Allen, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The 0-1 on its way. On the ground to the right side. He'll get to this one deep in the hole. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
Now batting.
Now at the plate, Ramon Laureano. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Inside, ball 1.
Men on third with 2 down. Now a check swing here, but the home plate umpire says he went around. No argument, and it's 1-1. Fouled off. And another foul ball. Another 1-2 delivery. And oh, this one's by him to the backstop. But it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. The 2-2 is at the knees and called strike 3. The A's strand 1. The lead remains 5. It's 6-1. J.B. Wendelken will come on in relief as he'll make his second appearance of the season so far.
Number 57.
Ready to begin the 8th. Coming to the plate now, Nelson Cruz.
Nelson Cruz.
First offering on its way.
1-0.
Ball 2.
With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
That one's in there. 3-1. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. To the left side, but it's well foul. And a good take there will net him a base runner as it's ball 4 now to start the 8th inning.
Now batter, the designated hitter, Miguel.
Now it'll be the Minnesota DH, Miguel Sano. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Right there for strike 1. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. A runner at first with no outs here.
Nope,
and he
that's a
misses
ball.
with it. 1-1.
1-1.
From the stretch.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
Set to deliver on 2-1. Loud contact there, but it's well foul.
He got the fastball where he wanted and just pulled off of it.
That misses, and it's going to set up a big pitch now. 3-2. Josh Donaldson is on deck. This one's down to third. One there. Relay to Olsen, and they turn the double play.
Nice job on the mound to bounce back from the leadoff walk. Those are usually pretty costly, but that won't be the case this time after the 2 ball.
Josh Donaldson will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, we take you back to inning number 6. This was his second home run of the ball game as he'll stand in here looking for number 3. First pitch coming. Here it is. In there. 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. A 1-1 count now to Donaldson.
The count 1-1.
Changeup. Good pitch there. 1-2. High in the air out to center field. Laureano is right there. As he puts this one away, the side is retired. Nothing doing here for the Twins. They hold on to their 6-1 lead. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. So stepping in, Stephen Piscotty. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. First pitch of the at-bat. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. On the ground to third. And there's one away.
The batter, number 10.
So coming to the plate, Marcus Semien. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Hey.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1.
Hey.
You got to go into battle mode after falling down 0-2 and find a way to work yourself back to even.
1 out, nobody on. A shortstop behind with a 1-2 count. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. And the pitch.
That was another good pitch and a tough call that could have gone either way. He couldn't get him to bite on it again, so the count's gone from 0-2 to 3-2.
Good battle. Count remains full. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game.
Boy, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
In now, Matt Olson. As he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Two balls and no strikes. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Right side, defense aligned perfectly. He's got it. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. They trail 6-1. Lou Trevino enters from the pen to start the 9th inning, as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th.
Trevino.
Digging in, Mitch Garver. He's 0 for 2 with a walk thus far.
The catcher, number 8, Mitch Garver.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Boy, he comes back with a beautiful pitch there, and he's dominating this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
Have to find a way to take a deep breath right here and regroup. I know the umpire missed one, but you can't allow the next couple of pitches to be dictated by one bad call. Find a way.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
So striding forward now, Eddie Rosario. So far 2 for 3 in this one. He's set. Here it comes. Well outside with the curveball for a ball. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Two 2-0 to the Twins left fielder. A fastball here, and this is softly hit and fouled off to the left. Ball 3.
We all know this guy is a great hitter. In a 3-1 count, this is just what he's looking for. He loves to hit when the count's in his favor like this.
Now he spins on one here and drives it to deep right field. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. First home run of the campaign for him, as it's now a 6-run ball game. These guys are really putting on a show here. That dinger brings the total up to 5 for the game so far. Amazing stuff today, guys.
Dan, they're absolutely not going to cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night, but a lot of guys say they see the ball better during the day.
You know what's funny, D-Row, is I preferred to pitch in night games as opposed to day games. I always thought it was advantage to the hitter, and so far that looks like it's the case in this one right here. They must be seeing the ball really well because they're just absolutely smoking the baseball right now.
And he'll fight this one fouled off to the left as the count goes to 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Oh, and a good curveball that time as it's taken for a called strike 3, and there are 2 away.
Every pitcher gives up home runs, some more than others, but the best ones forget about them as soon as the next guy digs into the batter's box. He showed me a lot right there by going after the next hitter and striking him out on only 3 pitches.
Here's Byron Buxton now as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. The 1-0 delivery. Fastball just a bit low here. He's behind 2-0 now.
When you're down 6 on the mound, you got to at least throw strikes here.
Two and 0. Here it is. And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1. Nipped the corner. 2-2. 2 out, nobody on. Fastball laid off well below the knees.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
Out of the stretch, the 3-2 pitch home. And he takes ball 4, so he's on. And as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
The batter, number 2, second baseman, Luis.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Luis Arias. He's 2 for 4 in the ballgame. From the belt, the pitch. Now a sharply hit ball back up the middle. And that's in there, base hit. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
You'd think they'd stop pitching to this guy by now. He's been torching them all weekend, and he stays hot here with another extra base hit. They'll be happy when this series is over, so they don't have to deal with this dude anymore.
So now to the plate, Jorge Polanco, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. Looking to minimize the damage here. Lifted in the air to shallow center field. Laureano is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. But the Twins add on thanks to this solo shot. Last chance coming up for Oakland. It's the Twins 7 and the A's 1. Chris Davis next to bat. It was a walk in his last trip.
The designated hitter, Chris Davis.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Ball.
A ball and a strike.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
And he fouls this one off. The 1-2. Hit on the ground out to short. Reined in. And there's one gone to start the bottom of the 9th.
Up next for Oakland.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch outs will stick with you a little longer.
Takes this the other way to right, and that'll get by and on through towards the wall. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
He got the pitch he wanted, and he didn't miss it right there. Hammer job.
Pinter.
And that brings up Chad Pinder, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. It was a 2-bagger for him in his last at-bat.
That's a ball.
1-1. Into the corner and slicing foul. 1 out and a runner on second base. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Here he comes again. 1-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And a splitter swung on and missed that time, and that'll be out number 2.
Up next for Oakland.
Striding into the box, Sheldon Noisy. He went down on strikes last time up.
Yeah, Matty, big time K last time up, and it's been a tough series for him so far. You can tell he's just not seeing the ball off this team. Let's see if he can make an adjustment right here.
Now look out as that pitch sends him tumbling to the ground. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. In there, 1-1.
Nice adjustment out on the mound. Overthrew the first one a little bit, but got on top and let that ball rip right out in front of him.
Here's the 1-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. Last strike now for Oakland. Here's one that misses inside, and the counts run full now. 3-2.
Now on 3-2 as a pitcher, you've got to go with the pitch that you feel most comfortable throwing with.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And that's low, ball 4.
That is just a great at-bat there. When you're down late, you need base runners any way you can get them, and that never-say-die mentality could be the difference. We'll see how it plays out.
Tyler Duffy will make an appearance here as he is in charge of trying to ring up the final out of the ball game.
Tyler Duffy.
Ready now, Austin Allen. And these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
Here comes the first pitch. And the fastball sails on him, and that gets away. So now 2 men in scoring position. Now the 1-0. Grounded to first. Right to him. And he'll step on first for the out, and the ball game is over.
Well, this game had its moments, but it got out of hand pretty quick. Always nice when you could coast to a 6-run win. Save your closer for another day and let everyone in on the action.
7-1 the final today. Minnesota blasted 5 home runs en route to victory. Rich Hill earns his first win of the season as he allows only 2 hits in 5+ innings of work. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game. For the victorious Twins, 7 runs, 11 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base.
All right, so we got that done. 7-1 for the Twins. We go to the Cubs and Brewers game. I'm gonna start that and start getting ready for work while that game is going on. Check some things.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the Chicago Cubs and the Milwaukee Brewers. The Cubbies will try to complete the series sweep on the road against their division rivals right after this. Adrian Hauser starts the game on the mound for the 3rd and final game of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, taking a look at the numbers, you see that ERA a little under 4 last season. But I think his team and organization, they're expecting some bigger and better things out of him this year. We'll see if he can get off to a better start in this one.
Now in the box, Javier Baez. And we are set for baseball here this evening.
The shortstop, Javier Baez.
First pitch of the at-bat. Underway now on this Sunday night as the game's first pitch misses for ball 1. And guys, we take a look at the Brewers entering play here tonight. They come in a real funk to start the year. Still searching for what's been an elusive first win.
Yeah, Matty, they lost last game only by 1 run. Those are the tough ones. But I'm sure they've looked at the film, made a few adjustments, and let's see if they can give a better effort today. Hey, I think this is going to be the key to his success out on the mound. That good movement on that 2-seam fastball is going to keep that ball in the yard and keep this offense on its toes.
And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Fielded by Sogard. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
Batting second, the right fielder, Jason Hayward.
Here's Jason Hayward now. Comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And the shift will not amount to much here as this is lifted in the air out to right field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
The third baseman.
The next Cub up, Chris Bryant. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
Ball, inside.
Wouldn't mind a pitcher expanding the zone a little bit more and using his aggressiveness against him.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. The bouncer to the left side. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. A 0 for the Cubs to start the game. The Brewers coming to bat next. You're watching MLB Network. Jose Quintana is the man towing the rubber for the Cubs in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, looking at the numbers, you can see this guy had an ERA over 4 last season. He'd like to do a lot better than that. He's got to do a much better job of keeping base runners off the bases. Cut the walks down and try to limit the hits per 9 innings pitched.
In now is Lorenzo Cain. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now the pitch. And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball 1. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they come in feeling good as they're 2-0 to start the new year.
Yeah, Matty, without question. They find themselves in this position today. They got a chance to sweep the series on Sunday and make it a miraculous weekend.
Boy, Dero, it's always a nice way to finish off a weekend. You win a big game on Saturday, and to close it off with a win here and a sweep on Sunday would really be sweet for this ball club.
The 2-0 on the way. 2-1 now. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
Having a little trouble finding the zone to start the night. It's always deflating to walk the leadoff guy in the game, so we'll see if he can initiate some contact here.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. 3-2 now. Here comes the payoff pitch. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Happ is there, and he has it for the first out.
Batting second, the third baseman, Brock Holt.
Here's Brock Holt now. In past meetings with Jose Quintana, he's just 1 for 6. And now a pitch on the way. And he lays off there, 1-0. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Working the plate is Carl Dixon.
Dan, this is an offensive player's dream to have Carl Dixon behind the dish. He is tight on the corners.
He is, D-Row, and listen, he makes you bring the ball into the strike zone. Normally high scoring of games when Carl's behind the dish.
And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Pitcher went to the well one too many times. Back-to-back fastballs. Hitter was able to keep his hands through, deliver a nice line drive.
Next for Milwaukee, Christian Yelich, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Has a look, now the pitch.
That's a ball. Ball 1, no.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
Holt, base runner at first with one out. Right side. And that finds its way through for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
Batting fourth.
Boy, that's one of the, I guess, the advantages of hitting with that hole between first and second base, D-Row. First baseman has to hold that runner on. That leaves that right side wide open.
Yeah, and credit the batter right there. Nice piece of hitting right there. Not trying to do too much. He took a look at the defense and saw where it was aligned and tried to beat him.
So here's Avisail Garcia as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Here's the 0-1. First and second now, one man out. Liner towards second, but this is hauled in by the second baseman. Coming to the plate now, Jet Jerko, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Quintana sets. Here comes the first pitch. High in the air down the right field line. On the move is Hayward. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Brewers strand a couple. Still no score. Next to hit will be Wilson Contreras, swinging it well in the series so far at a 4-for-10 clip. Here's the first pitch to him. Down the first baseline. Jerko has it, and he'll take this to the bag himself, and the leadoff man set down to start the second.
That is it. The first baseman, number 44, Anthony Rizzo.
And that'll bring Anthony Rizzo to the plate. 9 at-bats in the series and 4 base hits. First offering on its way. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. Well, today's game provides the visiting squad with a chance to complete the series sweep, guys.
Sure does, and it's always difficult to sweep and win a series on the road, especially when you're playing a division opponent.
Throw on to first will get him. Score at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are 2 away now. And now a pitch on the way. Kyle Schwarber is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. No score here as we play inning number 2. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now. And one thing that would certainly help their cause in going for the sweep is if they can break out the big bats like they did yesterday. Several home runs in that ball game.
It's not easy to hit home runs with this day and age with guys throwing with increased velocity. They were knocking the ball out of the ballpark all day yesterday. They'd like to save a couple of those and use them in this game today.
And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
And I'm sure that one stings a little bit. The best revenge he can get for his pain is to find a way to come around to score. We'll see if his guys can move him around the bases.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. From the belt, the pitch, and a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. A runner on first with 2 away. In for a strike. It's 1-1.
1-1.
From the stretch.
That's ball 2. I got to count 2 and 2.
Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. Another 2-2 offering.
3 and 2.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Now the 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Cubs strand 1. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Digging in, Eric Sogard. He'll start us out here in the home half of the second.
Eric Sogard.
First delivery to him on the way. Check swing and a pop-up now to the left side. Into a slide, and he makes a great catch for the first out. Digging in now for the Brewers, Manny Pena. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Quintana playing here in his age 31 season. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
Some guys only get to free agency one time in their career. This guy has a chance to get there for a second time and in the prime of his career. Is he able to handle the pressure as he plays out this final season?
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Bottom of the second here with no score. Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball. Here's Kipnis now, the second baseman. Throw on to first, 2 gone. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And up next will be the shortstop, Orlando Arcia. Quintana's got his target. First pitch on the way. And this one's down off the shoe tops, 1-0.
Ball 1, no strike.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. And it's fouled away. And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. We'll move to the third with no score. So in now for Chicago, Jason Kipnis.
The second baseman, Jason Kipnis.
Now here's the pitch.
1-0.
The 1-0. Skied into straightaway right. After it is Yelich. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Batting 9.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Jose Quintana. Here comes the first pitch.
Hey!
0-1. Here's the pitch.
Hey!
Your idea of working the count goes out the window. You're frustrated right now, down 0-2. Got to find a way to grind.
0-2 count, and the pitch. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Holt is there for it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Coming to the plate now. Javi on top of one. It was a ground out victim last time. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fastball well outside. One ball and one strike to the Cubs leadoff batter.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
2 balls and a strike to Javi Baez. Cubs shortstop with a 3-1 count.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get in a more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
Sogard showing off his range, and the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away a hit, and the side is retired. Cubs are down in order. Home half of the third coming up. No score. So now the Brewers pitcher, Adrian Hauser, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
Adrian Hauser.
First pitch of the at-bat. Now that's popped up. Rizzo over to his right. 1 out. So 1 away here with the bases empty, and that'll bring up Lorenzo Cain. Here comes the first pitch. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. And that's off his leg on the mound. Throw to first, but he's safe. And now the stadium's attention turns back to the man on the mound. And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg. And that is his plant leg, which is always a concern. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue. At the plate, Brock Holt, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. The 0-1 pitch. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Now a throw over to first and a dive, but he's back in. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Sliding stop by Kipnis. There's one.
Now batting, right fielder.
Stepping in, Christian Yelich. A base hit in his first trip. Quintana sets. Here's the pitch. And that misses for ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
Hit hard to the right side. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
He looked a little bit out in front right there, but he's able to pull that ground ball through the hole for a single.
So here is Avisail Garcia as he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. Now it's 2-0.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With two guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
The 2-0.
If I'm managing this hitter right here, he doesn't even have to look down at the third base coach. You know he's got the green light. He's one of the best hitters in your lineup.
Grounded weakly toward third. Fielded cleanly. On to first, and the Brewers are turned away as the inning is over. Brewers strand a couple. We'll head to the fourth, still scoreless. So that'll bring up Jason Hayward. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
And that's the first hit in this one for the Cubbies.
Hey guys, I think the pitcher was just trying to steal a strike right there. I do not think he expected to get ambushed on an 0-0 get me over breaking ball, but that's exactly what happened.
Into the box, Chris Bryant comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. From the stretch. And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
These are the moments in the game that can sway it one way or another, why you get a W or a loss right here. Leadoff man on, heart of the order coming up. Guy out on the mound has got his work cut out for him.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
Oh, you have to love. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
The 1-2.
Regardless of the result right here, to be down 0-2 and work it back to an even count, gotta feel like it's a win for the offense.
Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
That was another good pitch and a tough call that could have gone either way. He couldn't get him to bite on it again, so the count's gone from 0-2 to 3-2.
Might have gone after ball 4 there, as this one's fouled away off to the right. Another full count pitch on its way. Full count still. Nobody out, runner on first. Hit to first. To second for 1. Return throw gets him at first. It's a 3-6-1 double play.
Made him throw a lot of pitches in that at bat, but he'll take the double play as a trade-off for sure.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. No one on base for him after the double play.
Yeah, Matt, that 2-ball really changed the complexion of this inning. It looked like the middle of the order was going to have a chance to get a big hit with some ducks on the pond, but now they just have to try and get a 2-out rally started.
First offering on its way. Ball 1.
This guy uses that two-seamer to set up his other pitches. Two-seamer in, breaking ball away.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. He'll get it into second. The tag, and they'll get him at second, and with that, the side is retired. They certainly know how to have a good time in Milwaukee, and I believe this may just be a brand new type of polka. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Here's Jed Jerko now. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far.
Jed Jerko.
Now here it comes.
Ball.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike 2.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
And this is popped foul off to the right and back into the seats. Here's another 1-2. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
The batter, number 7.
So the base is empty here with one away, and that'll bring in utility man extraordinaire Eric Sogard. First pitch of the at-bat. Back up the middle, and that'll find its way into center field for a one-out hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
At the plate now, Manny Pena, as he'll take a look at a sinker here, too low for ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss for strike 1.
Can't come out of his game plan right here. He knows he's a known sinker baller. I know it was a 4-seamer right there, but get back to that 2-seam. It's what his MO is.
The 1-1 home is strike 2 swinging.
One ball.
This hitter right now looks overmatched with a fastball. I think you go right back to it.
Ready on 1 and 2. Had him fooled as he swings through the curveball. 2 down.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Next to bat, Orlando Arcia, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The 1-0. Chopped on the ground to first. Onto the bag with it is Rizzo, and the inning is over. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. We played 4 full, and we are tied 0-0. Back here in Milwaukee at Miller Park as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Thank you, Heidi. All set for the start of the inning. Ready for another chance. Anthony Rizzo. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First delivery to him on the way. And that misses, ball 1. And a fastball runs a bit inside. He's down 2-0. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Tried to crush that ball and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2. Kyle Schwarber will be next. Fouled away. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
I'll tell you right now, this guy has a shutout going, and it's been all business. He's not messing around trying to pick at corners. He's being aggressive in the zone, and he's attacking each and every one of these hitters up to this point.
Into the box now, Kyle Schwarber. Fouled off. And maybe a little extra motivation for him here after being hit by a pitch in his first at-bat. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. No runs, 2 hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. Fooled with the curveball there, and it's strike 2.
Wow, that was an ugly swing right there, and that tells us all we need to know. Nobody's picking the baseball up off this guy.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
To the plate now, Ian Happ, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. No runs, 2 hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. Skied into straightaway right. After it is Yelich. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. Halfway home, still no score. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, during the break, I caught up with Craig Counsell, the Brewers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far. And flat out, he told me they just need to put better swings on the ball right now. He said they're searching for ways to drive the ball with some authority because it's just not happening for them today. They haven't gotten an extra base hit yet, so it's been a real struggle getting guys into scoring position. But the key, he said, is not to panic. Sometimes you just have to fight through the downturns and keep your focus and energy high.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
The pitcher, Adrian.
Here it comes.
Hauser.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Schwarber has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1. So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And that'll bring up the center fielder, Lorenzo Cain. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A 1-1 count to the Brewers leadoff man. One and 2 now as this catches the outer half. Hard on the ground towards short. And a base hit into left field, so they've got themselves a one-out base runner.
And that's just another base hit in a long line of many. Seems like he's been pitching from the stretch the entire game, but somehow he's still got a shutout going. We'll see how long he can make this last.
In now, Brock Holt, as he connects on the first pitch with a fly ball to center. In there, a base hit.
Up next for Milwaukee, the right fielder, Christian Yelich.
In is Christian Yelich. And a ball 1-0. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Schwarber is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now. And he'll make it up safely to third, so they're at the corners now with 2 men out.
The left fielder.
Striding forward now, the Brewers cleanup hitter, Avisail Garcia. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Quintana sets. First pitch on the way. And that misses low and away, ball 1. In his career, Garcia has a slugging percentage a little over .425, a respectable number. Here's the 1-0. And that's off the plate and high. 2-0 now.
Man, this guy's had their number all game long. Up, down, in and out. He's pitching very well.
Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2. High in the air out to center field. Center fielder giving chase, and he brings it down to end the inning as the go-ahead run is left stranded. Brewers strand a couple. 6th inning coming up. Still zip, zip. New inning set to get underway. Stepping into the box, Jason Kipnis. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Here comes the first pitch.
I know it's cliche and it's tired at times, but a well-located fastball down at the knees is still the best pitch in the game.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning.
Dan, how hard is it to massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8-9 hole hitters are solid big league players.
You know, Mark, these days you're not seeing a lot of defensive specialists in the infield or outfield. If you're in that starting lineup these days, there's a pretty good job you can swing the bat.
Standing in now, Jose Quintana. And the pitcher is, in fact, bunting here as he puts this one down. One there. The relay back to the pitcher, covering in time to double him up.
Oh, that's the last thing you want to happen when you're trying to bunt a guy into scoring position. He got it down, but you have to deaden the ball, too. Otherwise, these infielders just eat it up and turn it into a double play.
2 away now for the Cubs in the 6th. And with it comes Javi Baez to the plate. Here's the first pitch to him. Sliced hard on the ground. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down.
Hey, guys, that's a great job of hitting right there. Pitcher executes his pitch down and away below the knees, and a right-handed batter is able to stay inside and push it through the 3-4 hole. Nothing you can do.
So now to the plate, Jason Hayward, as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Strike called. Now the throw down. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get into scoring position, but instead the inning is over. Another look at the throw down that results in a third out on the bases. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Here's Jed Jerko now. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far.
The first baseman, Jed Jerko.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that's taken for strike 1. One and one the count to the Brewers' first baseman. Swing and a miss on the sinker, and it's 1-2. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch. And for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
Here's Eric Sogard. As he'll take a look at ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Well thrown sinker that time, down but in the strike zone. 1 out, nobody on. Shin high, that's taken for a ball. Back up the middle, and that finds its way into center for a 1 out base hit.
Yeah, he's got the outs when he's needed them and seems to be really comfortable pitching from the stretch. Hard to keep that up over several innings, though.
Stepping in now, Manny Pena, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. No hits to this point. Now a changeup, but it misses just a little below the zone. And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now. And a ball popped foul to the right side, out of play. The 2-2. A bullet to first base. And they will apply the tag between first and second. It's a double play, and just like that, the side is retired. 7th inning coming up, and we still have no score. At the plate, Jason Hayward. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
We're moving right along into this one. This guy's continuing to pitch well, which is a little bit of a surprise because his first pitch strike ratio is still under 60%.
Count now, a ball and a strike. Now a half swing here on the pitch inside, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the home plate umpire. Strike 2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. Digging in next will be Chris Bryant. He was a double play victim last time around.
Yeah, rolling into a 2-ball will eat at you for the rest of the game at least. So you know he wants to make up for it right here.
And that's by him. It's 0-1.
Although he doesn't use that pitch too much, if he's able to steal some strikes early in the count, could be something they have to think about.
And he lays off for ball 1. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Bryant looking at a 3-1 count.
If I'm in the box right now, I'm coming unglued. He is going to throw something over the heart of the plate.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. He bailed him out with a swing. 3-2 now.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
Now the payoff pitch home. Chopped at third, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Loud contact off the bat of Bryant and sent deep to left. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. Chris Bryant leaves the yard with a solo shot. First home run of the campaign for him, and they've taken a 1-run lead.
Yeah, everyone in the stadium, including the guy in the mound, knew it was just a matter of time until this guy cranked one out of here. Well, that's the first one of the year, and many more are sure to follow.
At the plate, Wilson Contreras. As he puts it on the ground to third. Scooped up. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
The first baseman,
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets to 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Pulled toward right center field. Kane is after it. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side.
ladies and gentlemen.
Cubs get a run here thanks to this solo home run. Get up and stretch. Home half of the 7th coming up. It's now 1-0 Chicago. Last half of the 7th here. Into the box now. Orlando Arcia. 3rd trip to the plate for him here. He struck out and grounded out in his first 2 tries.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
And now the Cubs bullpen will start working here as both a lefty and a righty are up. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he looks at a ball. 1-2.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
Breaking ball there is down. Good job of laying off. It's back to 2-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Now another 2-2. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. Throw to first is in time for the first out. Ben Gamble will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 16, Ben Gamble.
And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0. And he fouls this one off. And he took something off of it there. It's 1-2. Bases are empty, one man out. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
That fastball really got away from him there. That's kind of a red flag for me that he's starting to tire or wear down a little bit. The first thing that goes is location, and then your mechanics. We'll see if this continues.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat, is this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
Looked to me like he had the right idea with the swing on that pitch, and he just didn't get the bat through the zone in time. The pitch was away. He let it get deep, maybe trying to take it the other way, but it got too deep and was by him by the time his barrel could get in the correct position.
And in to hit next is Lorenzo Cain. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Gone in order are the Brewers. They trail this one 1-0. Alex Claudio will come on out of the bullpen as he'll be appearing in his 3rd game this season.
Number 58, Alex Claudio.
Ready to begin the 8th. Stepping into the box, Kyle Schwarber. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
First pitch on its way. In there, and it's 0-2 now. Claudio is among a dying breed, those lefty specialists whose roles are changing with the new rules around reliever usage. And a check swing here. Quick appeal, but Joe McDonald says he held off. It's ball 1. The 1-2 pitch.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Wow, kind of an interesting pitch call there. The batter flailed at the pitch away on the previous one, so you'd think you'd go right back there, but instead they decided to come in. Make him prove he can adjust before you do.
The 2-2. And it's belted high and deep into right center. Out of here, into the visitors' bullpen. A solo home run for Kyle Schwarber. First home run of the campaign for him as the Cubs are out in front now 2-0.
And you know who's the happiest about that insurance run right now? The guys in the bullpen. They can now breathe a little easier knowing they have a bigger cushion to work with to close this one out.
The center fielder, number 8, Ian.
At the plate now, Ian Happ. He hits it hard on the ground to the left. On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
Now back.
Final line there for the Brewers starting pitcher. He was on point from the get-go this evening.
Well, this is one of those as a pitcher where you don't get rewarded for pitching well. He threw the ball great in this one. Didn't get much run support. He's in line for the loss, and he deserves a much better fate. He threw the ball pretty well in this one.
In is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis, as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. He's set. Here's the 0-1. A great job of changing speeds there. It's 0-2. Action now in the Milwaukee bullpen as they'll have a right-hander loosen up. 1 out, nobody on. A ball and 2 strikes to Kipnis. Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2.
This inning didn't get started the way he'd hoped with that home run, but I've got to give him credit for flushing it and coming back here to get strikeouts on the last 2 guys. He's acting like it didn't even happen before.
Into the box, Jose Quintana, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. 2 out, nobody on. Outside, 2-1.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher, but sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
The 2-1. Swing and a liner. Foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a little blooper to center. Coming in on it is Kane, but he won't get there. It falls in.
Hey, I've been impressed with this guy. Not only has he thrown the ball well, but now he's mixing in a base hit late in the game, giving his manager options. Whether or not he wants a pinch run, keep him in there, go to the relief. I mean, he's opened up a whole weaponry box for the manager.
And that brings up Javi Baez. As he'll look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball 1. 2 out with the man at first. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
He's gone back-to-back with off-speed stuff to start this AB, and neither has found the zone. He's trying to pitch him backwards, but that only works if you can get them for strikes. Now he'll probably have to challenge him.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
And a pitch swung on and bounced to Arcia. It's short. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Cubs get a run here thanks to this solo home run. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th. It's now 2-0 Chicago. Digging in and looking for more, Brock Holt. He'll get things started now in the bottom of inning number 8.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Looped out toward third, and this will be gobbled up fairly easily down there at third for the first out.
Right fielder.
And here's Christian Yelich now.
Yelich.
Here's the first pitch to him. In there, strike 1. The Cubs are maintaining a slim lead in the late going of this series finale, so if they can wrap it up, they'll complete the series sweep.
Hey, Matt, what a great spot to be in. You're playing good baseball. You're going for the sweep, and you're leading by a few runs going into the later innings. Now it's just time to close the deal.
And it certainly would be a big morale boost to a team if they're able to complete a sweep like this one on the road in hostile territory.
They might even change their nickname for this team to the Road Warriors. A sweep is looking pretty good as they're leading this one again late in the ballgame.
And he looks at his sinker for a called third strike, and now there are 2 gone.
Now batting.
So 2 gone now in the Brewers' half of the 8th, and that'll bring up Avisail Garcia. First offering on its way.
1-0.
You know, over the course of a full season, you're going to have some clunkers, and this certainly looks like one. By the look on the manager's face, he's going to probably call a meeting after this.
In tight with the sinker, ball 2. And that's in there, 2-1.
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0 changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
The 2-1 home. This now is hit to second. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? Throw won't get him.
Yeah, nobody on right there, Dan. 2 outs. It's not every day you see a guy pick him up and put him down like him getting down to first base right there. Bought himself a base hit.
Well, I'd say what, there's a couple of things you can do. It doesn't take a lot of talent to hustle, and it doesn't take talent to be on time. And he hustled out of the box, turned what could have been a lap
In the dirt, and oh, he can't quite dig it out. To the plate now, Jed Jerko. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Coming up on the century mark in pitches now through the first 7 2/3.
And he's going to empty the bucket right here. He sees the finish line, Dan, and he's got a chance at this.
Well, there's no doubt about it right now. And what makes it easier, too, from a manager's standpoint right now, you could probably just go to one guy in the bullpen to finish this game. A terrific job, 7 2/3 up to this point.
All over that one, but a little out in front. Foul ball. Here's the 1-2. Softly hit to short. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Brewers strand 1. They trail things here 2-0. Corbin Burns enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Standing in, Jason Hayward. He'll be charged with trying to get on board leading off the 9th. Grounded to the right. Sogard has it. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. Chris Bryant will stand in to try it again, already with 1 home run of the ball game, and on cue, there it was back in the 7th inning, a solo shot that provided quite a spark for these guys. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Hey! 0-1's the count.
Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Kane is under it, and that's the 2nd out of the inning. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Wilson Contreras. He was a ground out victim last time up. First pitch of the at bat on its way. Swing and a liner, and that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out. The throw into second. The tag, and they'll get him at second, and with that, the side is retired. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. Nothing in the Cubs half of the 9th. On to the bottom half. Last chance now for the Brewers. They trail it by 2. Dan Winkler enters the game to finish this one off here in the bottom of the 9th.
Number 43, Dan Winkler.
Now at the plate, Eric Sogard. He's going to lead things off in their half of the 9th as they try to avoid the dreaded shutout.
It's never a good feeling to get shut out, and over the course of the season, it's bound to happen a few times. They've just been overmatched by good pitching.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he takes ball 1. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. And that's ball 3 now as it just misses below the zone.
Yeah, well, down 2, you better believe they gladly take a leadoff walk right here. Anything to get a base runner on and get that tying run to the plate.
And he'll just watch the cut fastball here for strike 1, 3-1.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Hayward giving chase. He's there and records the first out. At the plate, Manny Pena. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. First delivery to him on the way. There's a fastball missing down and away for a ball. 1-0. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. Two and 1 after the foul ball there. The pitch. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Left fielder is on the move, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass.
Got to be a little frustrated on the offensive side. Yeah, everybody's getting knocks and the batting averages are flowing right now, but nobody's come up with that big runner in scoring position, 2-out knock kind of feel that really is going to break this game open.
In now, Orlando Arcia. Seared down the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. We could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Here comes the 0-1. And he pumps the fastball by him at 94. It's 0-2.
Hey, no shame in that. Your eyes light up when that heater comes above the belt. That's so tough to lay off of.
At the letters, but called high. It's a ball. Working for the punch out and the offering. Swing and a miss at the curveball, and there's your second out of the inning. Keston Hiura will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Number 18, Keston Hiura.
Cold strike at the letters. 0-1. Two-run game, last of the ninth with 2 away. Taken, called strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
The Brewers down to their final strike. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball. Takes this the other way to right, and this is going to find some real estate out there as he comes through off the bench with extra bases. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
And if you're the manager, you've got to love that about your team. They were down to their last strike, but they refused to go down without a fight, so they lived to fight some more.
So striding in, Lorenzo Cain, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is.
Hey, this isn't going to be an easy save. These guys are making him work for this one.
Ready with the 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Second and third, 2 away. And this ball swung out and hit to center field, and this should do it. And he'll put this one away without much trouble, and the Cubs go on the road and sweep their division rivals in this 3-game series.
Well, as a former pitcher, you know I love these low-scoring games as opposed to those slugfests. This was like a throwback game when home runs weren't so common and pitching was really dominant. No complaints here.
This evening's game finishes 2-0 the final score. Chicago jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Jose Quintana gets the win on the mound, his first of the year. Adrian Hauser is settled with a loss after giving up only 1 earned. Dan Winkler closes the door for the save, his second. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac and Heidi Watney on the field, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Have a good night, everybody.
Here now is the final line score tonight. First for the victorious Chicago
Cubbies win 2-0. 3-game sweep of the Brewers. Then move to the Monday, March 30th. I don't know if I'm going to get all 4 games done tonight. Probably be back home by about 10 o'clock, but I probably won't be streaming again until maybe 11. Just, stay tuned, and I'll let you know what's going on.
It's Monday.
See you again later.